Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. Today's going to be a really quick one where I share with you the couple of pieces that I picked up from Louis Vuitton on my recent trip to the city. If you watched my shopping vlog from a couple of weeks ago, you saw that I picked up a couple of items and I mentioned that the sales associate actually put the items in this special packaging even though these are not really from this collection or anything. But I thought this bag is so cute and the ribbon's so cute that I'll just show you that. So I picked up a couple of items which one of them was completely planned. The other one was kind of an impulse purchase, but I really liked it when I checked it out in person. It was the first time that I checked it out and it is a relatively new item that I know a lot of people bought and I'm totally so late to the game, but I can see why this item is so popular. By the way, I also picked up a bag from Celine, my first ever bag from Celine, which I thought this one actually deserves its own unboxing and story time, why I decided to get it and what bag I picked as my first Celine bag. So over the moon about this purchase, by the way. So that video will be coming up in a few days as well. Anyway, let's get into the two little items I bought from Louis Vuitton because we share everything, no matter how small or big the purchase is. So, like I said, the packaging is a bit of an overkill for the items that I got, but for whatever reason, maybe the SA didn't have the appropriate boxes or I don't know. Anyway, this seems like the Murakami ribbon. It's cute, but if you watch my vlog, you know which item I actually went to pick up. And it is the 2026 agenda inserts for my GM agenda. So every year I do splurge on the actual Louis Vuitton inserts for my diary because I am just a planner person. And even though this is ridiculously expensive for some planner inserts, I do look at it every day, I use it every day, I write in it every day. So for me, the joy that it brings me is really worth that extra money compared to if I was to get it from a more affordable stationery brand. But in saying that, I feel like every year the inserts are getting simpler and simpler and more basic, so I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this one, but let me just really quickly show you what the 2026 agenda looks like. Oh, that's cute. It's got the little Louis Vuitton trunk there and the illustrations are kind of simple. So we have January. By the way, this is the GM size, I think only comes in the weekly format. I do like my monthly overview, so I usually get my monthly overview from Kikki.K. And then show you the February illustration, March, April, May, June, which is the same as the agenda cover. Looks like a sporting theme this year. July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then the actual weekly layout is always the same every year, I feel. So actually, upon a closer look on all the illustrations, I kind of like it. And then we've got some stickers which are really kind of basic. I feel like they used to do much nicer stickers, but I never really use these stickers anyway, but you know, that is just something to know. So that is the agenda refill for this year. I feel like on their website, they never show you all the illustrations. So I always like to show you guys whenever I pick this up every year. And then the other item, this was not a planned purchase, but I knew of its existence and I was kind of interested in it. But I've mentioned in the vlog, I haven't been in the city for so long. And this was the first time I saw it in person. And I thought this could be a practical item. So let's open this. Obviously you can tell it's a small leather good. And I haven't purchased a Louis Vuitton small leather good in so long, but I thought the price point was fair and I could, you know, put this to use. I am sure a lot of you guys have this item already. I know a lot of YouTubers have it. There we go. I picked up this newer key pouch in the size small in the monogram. I actually think that they only come in monogram. Like I said, I am pretty late to the game. I believe this was released earlier this year, was it? It is a relatively new style from Louis Vuitton and there was a lot of hype around this one. I did check it out online, but then I didn't purchase it because I wanted to see it in person, which I never got the chance to. So when I was in the store to grab my agenda, I actually asked the SA, oh, do you have the new key pouch in the small size? I wanted to check it out. And when I saw it, I thought it looked different enough to the original key pouch, which I have several of, that I thought this will be a good addition to my small leather goods collection. So I am sure you've seen this so many times already, but inside you do have the keychain attached like all of Louis Vuitton key pouches do. And this one here actually has a slip pocket for a card or little receipts or parking ticket. I brought out my very old original key pouch to give you a little bit of a comparison, which I am sure you've seen tons of comparisons on this. But this is my comparison. This is the original key pouch that I think I've had this for like 10 years or over by this point. I probably bought it around the 2015 or even earlier. There is quite a significant size difference there. This is one of my all-time favorite small leather goods from Louis Vuitton. But I have to say, sometimes I wish that it was that tiny little bit bigger so that it can fit a few more things in it. And when I saw this one in person, I thought this is a really great size. If it was just a tad bit bigger than the original one, I would have thought, oh, it's not different enough that I'll add it to my collection. But because the size difference was quite significant, I thought this is different enough for me to purchase. So this original key pouch, I would usually use it as a mini wallet, and the reason why I would always wish that it was tiny bit bigger is because it is so short that if I have like cash bills with me, I always have to fold it twice to fit them in. So then when I grab them out, they're all sort of like really folded, and if I have a few of them, I have to go through them. It's a bit of a mess. But I thought with this one, you could only fold your bills once, so it'll be easier for me to manage cash. I do still carry around some cash with me, so I thought this would be a really nice option as a mini card holder wallet. And I was quite surprised with the price point. I believe this original key pouch retails for something like a bit over $500. It's 525 Australian dollars. And this one was only like, $40 or $50 more than this original one. And I thought for the size difference, how much more material that you get and how much more, I guess, useful this might be, I thought the price wasn't too bad. So I'll see how much I use this one. I guess the original key pouch will be more useful to use in a really mini bag, but unless I'm using a really tiny bag, I guess this new small size will be a more practical mini wallet. So we shall see. After using it for a little while, I shall do my own little review on this piece here, since I know this has a lot of interest around it. So that is the other item that I kind of purchased on a whim, but one that I'm actually really excited to start using. So that was my really quick mini double unboxing of what I purchased from Louis Vuitton last week. I hope that you still enjoyed this really mini double unboxing. You often see on YouTube these bigger hauls where people are showing like multiple items, and I sometimes do that as well. But lately I've really been missing the OG luxury type content that I used to watch like 10 years ago from my favorite OG YouTubers. And even when I started my channel, we used to do tiny little unboxings of a small wallet, a small key pouch that we got that was so excited about, and they used to be so authentic and fun. So I've really been missing that kind of old school video format. For some reason, from a certain point in time, I feel like these big mega hauls became a thing, and sometimes they're fun to watch, but for me, I get really overwhelmed, and I really do enjoy sort of like unboxings of individual items, or no matter how small the item might be. I love watching the pure joy that the person has from purchasing the item. I think most everyday people, like probably most of you guys and I, we don't purchase like multiple luxury items all the time at one go. We probably think about our purchases and, buy one thing at a time and make a considered purchase, which I usually do. So yeah, I really enjoyed sharing with you guys the little things that I picked up that made me really excited. And I'm really excited to also share my Celine bag unboxing with you, which will be like just a singular bag unboxing as well, not a huge haul. I feel like this is just probably more realistic for a lot of us. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this simple reveal video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.